Tupac Shakur was shot here in Las Vegas is weighing in on the renewed homicide investigation.
Me and Puff had said a long time ago.
Tupac Shakur was shot here in Las Vegas is saying something regarding the re-established manslaughter examination. Me and Puff had said quite a while in the past that in the event that anything at any point go down, don't tell no one my name in the opening. Here's the delicious scoop for every one of you. The specialists appear to have gotten their hands on some major intel that may very well be the tipping point the discussion on the roads. Well, people are humming saying it's about time something's finished about this fella. We want to investigate each point this matter is that would blow the mind of any average person. It's a disclosure like no other. Police have looked through a house on the edges of Las Vegas regarding the lord of the hip jump star Tupac Shakur over a long time back. Yeah, and welcome back, Brit Life Channel. Luxurious party since for the virus dark bounds of a jail cell this workday has it that the scandalous evil comms could be exchanging pounds for brushes cleaning. In a correctional facility, the explanation specialists could have recently raised a ruckus around town, uncovering significant proof binds the music fat cat to a progression of perplexing problems. Two of my homeboys south side is up here, my home slices that was at 662. Everyone had their weapons. We realized it would have been something we've all been as eager and anxious as ever, sitting tight for some lucidity about Diddy's job and Tupac's tragic Vegas occurrence. However, hang on. There's a contort in their interest. The police coincidentally found what must be depicted as an insightful mother lode on the off chance that murmurs are to be accepted. Diddy may be taking a gander at a series of charges that could make them coordinate tracks for his kindred prisoners. We should rewind a cycle. Diddy's name has been related with what was once remembered to be the frozen instance of Tupac's sad Vegas exit. As our men dressed in blue dig further piecing the riddle, they had expected to explain Diddy's part in this miserable adventure, yet a modern-day miracle it appears to be. Their insightful ways have opened up a Pandora's container, driving them to additional evil endeavors of our famous music top dog. I've seen the media depict me like I'm a hoodlum, which is simply not the case. The mumbles from the rear entryways and the spectacular clubs the same have implied for a long time about Diddy's skill for clearing out hindrance. Or would it be a good idea for us? We say people the stories of his dim, unsettled deeds aren't new information for us yet presently now. The specialists are in overdrive, sorting out the size of Diddy's supposed offenses from the vibes of it. They could have amassed barely sufficient on Mr. D to serve him a conventional welcome one that includes a ton of inquiries. Okay? Affix your safety belts in light of the fact that the show exciting ride isn't halting at any point in the near future. The as of late uncovered pieces of information concerning Tupac's unfortunate destiny appear to be the way to opening a hoard of covered dearly held secrets. Insiders are humming that the mountains of censoring proof, be it computerized documents or old-fashioned documentations seized from Diddy's home a month back, may very well be the conclusive evidence. Despite the fact that the police are keeping their assets away from plain view, the privileged insights of Diddy's supposed dim past are gradually becoming visible, and it appears to be the hourglass is quickly running out of sand for Mr. Diddy. With the intensity of examinations combined with the FBI computer-based intelligence's contribution, many think Diddy has been fairly shameless, maybe accepting he's powerful in this high-stakes game. It's supposed he's developed presumptuous to such an extent that he's forgotten about his potential wrongdoings. Dignitary Bargain, who used to be essential for Diddy's security company, once spilled that Diddy's daringness left him agog, relating one such example quality unveiled. That Diddy once commented, "I said you, we showed it," he said, "better believe it." He said, yo, he said, be currently the world, particularly those purportedly violated by him, are hanging tight with faith for Diddy to clean with each passing disclosure. It seems our music at Cat could require something other than a smooth PR movie or two. As is commonly said, claims should be validated right. And here's a little industry joke we heard, that collaborating with Diddy's mark is similar to being under a revile. It's really obvious that since the 2017 murmurs regarding Diddy possibly sidelining his own gifts, his realm has lost its brilliant touch in the Tinseltown order. Yet hang on, there's more. Woman run a heavyweight in the music field. How about we slip in a visit that big Deal Smalls, the crown gem of Diddy's troupe, was peering toward an exit from terrible Kid Records for greener fields. Point uncovered the greatest arrangement was to give Puff, and afterward 3 additional collections yet. That is anything that his arrangement was, and he planned to come sign with us. East to the ass. The story goes Diddy's lady adventure with Uptown Records wasn't all rosy in the wake of being shown the entryway close by Shane. It's accepted the growing magnate promised to make each trader pay, and assuming that we come to an obvious conclusion, a nerve-wracking example arises, including figures like Wadey D, Andre Harrell, Kim Watchman, and I'll be certain all who were once vital to Uptown Records. The situation starts to get interesting, doesn't it? And that was all there was to it. Be straightforward with it, and he can't be straightforward with it. Okay, sweethearts, are you prepared for the following quite hot serving since Sparkle's story entwined with the secrets of terrible Kid Records isn't for the cowardly. Sparkle, the rap sensation preparing for his presentation, got entangled in an embarrassment so enormous it stood out as truly newsworthy. Wherever does Manhattan's Club, New York ring a bell? That's right, that is where everything went down, and the murmurs they've long alluded to Diddy, perhaps not following the rules with his own craftsmen, were discussing a selling out that shook both the law books and the pop graphs. Here's a little boost that doomed night at the cuff. Lube left 3 individuals nursing wounds, prompting Sparkle having to deal with a few genuinely horrid penalties. By June 2000, the rapper was taking a gander at a 10-year spell in a correctional facility for his job. In the commotion, he ended up targeted for possibly having an unlawful gun and endeavoring to influence an observer. Yet when the hammer descended, Diddy left without any consequence. And did he position on everything? I'm a battle from my standing, I'm a battle for the respectable man. I'm the noble lord that I am. It appears opportunity includes some significant downfalls in some cases to the detriment of another's opportunity. Quick forward to 2009. Sparkle tasted opportunity once more, just to be given the boot to belies, and however he once imparted a tight cling to Diddy, the shadow of that evening posed a potential threat. Driving tried to please his sensations of being manipulated by his one-time guide, yet in a curve come 2022, Sparkle appeared to rethink things, maybe subsequent to noticing the destinies of others circling Diddy. Unexpectedly, the fault he once nailed to Diddy appeared to fade. Sparkle voiced, I don't exactly pin that on Diddy. Now, however much I did then, since I went through a phase of harshness. Yet here's where eyebrows raise. Is it conceivable that Sparkle's shift in perspective emerged from dread or some sort of control, given the tales encompassing the people who dare cross-tune? It appears Sparkle selected harmony over tumult. As he put it, do this. There's a night ways for you to deal with yourself, yet to go into that you will get into this job. If by some stroke of good luck Sparkle spills more about what unfolded that evening, he could make ready for others to move forward, revealing insight into the supposed carefully guarded secrets. Alrighty then. Are you locked in on the grounds that this thrill ride is taking another lofty jump? Clutch your cap, celeb T fans, since what Panther right dropped is out and out a stunner harms that make cardiovascular are failure and pneumonia like some. And would you take a gander at the rundown of people who are, will we say, awkwardly associated with Diddy? Fail to remember the Tupac and Big Deal adventures briefly, and think about Diddy's connections to Uptown Records, a very mark that let him go display a Kim Watchman, the mother of Diddy's twin girls and his previous old flame, who left this human curl while riding her unstable tell all the authority decision low bar pneumonia. And we should not neglect show Andre Harrell, the exploring pioneer behind Uptown Records, who passed on at the ready age of 59. What's the finding, you ask? Congestive cardiovascular breakdown. Gracious. Yet the rundown doesn't end there, honey. The unbelievable Wadey D additionally met a horrid destiny, passing on us at 44 years old because of what's supposed to be a pneumonic embolism coming from profound V. Apoplexy. As of now, is it actually a stretch to repeat Puma right doubts that Diddy could have contributed to these fairly helpful ways out? We mean, isn't it odd that everybody around him appears to have a sad consummation while Diddy himself stays immaculate by hardship? What's considerably more peculiar at this point from that whole circle, it's simply Puffy L actually standing, and all has had a couple of near fiascos. We should just put it that way. All of us are as eager and anxious as can be trusting That policing pull back the shade on their secretive test, yet Diddy, ever the certain one, appears to be persuaded that his way will constantly prompt opportunity. Now it was a narrative that guaranteed, which we realize wasn't correct. No doubt, we don't discuss things that are hogwash, goodness, boldness. So while we keep things under control for the large police uncover, one can't resist the urge to contemplate how could he keeps on evading all possible results, assuming that you ask us. The main thing thicker than the obscurity of secret encompassing these cases is the Teflon covering that appears to protect Tune from all aftermath. Okay, sweetheart tattle lovers, now is the ideal time to dive into the domain where things get truly succulent. The Fans Corner, the YouTube remarks segment, has forever been a foaming cauldron of conclusions, hypotheses, and hot rebounds. And trust us, with regards to the Diddy problem, it's burning our most memorable fan drops and immortal Maxine noticing. Regardless of what amount of time it requires, for whether it be days, weeks, months, or years, what's uninformed will come to the light in no way